budget. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, and in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, person where they do evil, no one make person talk.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And please let me know if this audio is perfect. I dabarooed everything earlier to go outside. But let me know. I put them back and I hope they are fine. Tell me if the audio is fine. Thank you very much. Now, let me welcome you to tonight's People's Parliament on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Tonight, I am going to be the speaker, the host, and you, my friends, who are bold enough to turn on the camera tonight, you will join me, and you will also make your own views known for just 2-3 minutes appearance. You know, there is a link in this broadcast. If you open it on another device, like another phone or your laptop or any other device you want to use that has frontal camera, then copy that link from this broadcast, put it on that device, your browser, open it up, you will see the studio. Now, put your name in there for identification. And when we get to that point where members of the parliament, you will begin to also add your views, your disagreement. You see, this is an opportunity as well for the Buhari Danes, the Buhari Dideris. The Buhari Denotus and the Buhari Dijatus, they are always here, right? This is the moment for them. Turn on the camera. Be bold enough. There is not going to be any discrimination. I don't even know anyone who is going to call in, but the link is there. But as the speaker tonight, I will give an opening speech. You know, speaker will tell you what you want to discuss. I'll present the case before the House, the Parliament. And you, my friends, all over the world, you can join me. There will be no phone call tonight. So therefore, wherever you are watching from right now, share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Tell them the first of its kind, People's Parliament, live on Maiyegun's Diary Political. Some of you will be surprised at the kind of people you are going to see tonight. Yes, I'm going to be surprised too. I mean, it's going to be an interesting night. But I will manage my time by presenting you what we're going to talk about tonight. Let's take a minute while you share the video. Now, why did I call it People's Parliament? You're going to meet everyone from every part of Nigeria tonight. You're going to see many people from other African countries tonight. You just never know what the surprise is going to be. You just don't know what is going to be the real charge of what we are going to discuss tonight, or people's reaction. You just have to be prepared if you want to be part of it tonight. Thank you very much. And yes, thank you very much. Let's do it. We're going to start with the interview granted the BBC Yoruba today by the lawyer to Oloye Sunday Igboho. I have so many Yorubas who are watching me tonight, home and abroad. Yes, you will have your time to, to hear your own view on this tonight. We're going to talk about the report on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as well. And at the same time, I'm going to take you briefly into the happenings in Kaduna and everywhere else. But the moment I finish with Oloye Sunday Igboho's report, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's topic, and then to Pastor Bakare, who is about to lead another national revolution, he called it. National revolution called Nigeria for Nigeria. You are going to react to that. As the speaker tonight, I hereby declare this Parliament meeting today open. Please tell your neighbors, tell them we are starting now. I am beginning to receive people who are already in the studio as we speak, but I'm not going to have them talk. But for you to know how it works, right? Let me just bring them on. I have about 4 people who want to be part of this tonight. They're going to have to give me time. The parliamentarians from all across the world joining Maiyegun live. And thank you to every one of you. I'm still going to tell you the rules. However, for now, just for people to know how this works, this is going to be the Parliament, and you can be on this screen. How are you guys?
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hi,
I'm
David.
fine. Hello, Maiyegun.
Yeah, how are you?
Unwanyi Dot, can you unmute yourself so I can hear you?
Hello, Maiyegun.
How are you, my dear
Good evening.
sister?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank
That's
you. Well
great.
done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Paul.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Paul, see your face. Thank you
It's
very
good to
much.
be here.
Now, these are the first parliamentarians who have resumed in the Parliament today or registered their presence. I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to open the floor with what this is going to be all about tonight. So please let me mute your mic as you join. And in the next 45 minutes, you are going to be watching me on another screen. But you are going to be speaking soon as well. So thank you for honoring the invitation one by one. So I have our parliamentarians ready. But let us first go to Benin Republic. Many of my listeners don't speak Yoruba, but I have decided to cut this interview in parts. The first, the long one, which really explained what the situation has been so far, especially after last night in Benin Republic. I will do my best to interpret. But for the sake of many of you who have joined us now, who understand Yoruba very well, you can do us a favor. You can begin to interpret what the lawyer is saying. I'll do my best when I get back. Now, let's get started. The first part of tonight's.
Among the prosecutor, láti aago mẹ́jọ títí di aago méjì ọ̀sán kò tètè gbà wá torí ó dà ń pé iṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún. Lẹ́yìn aago méjì ló wá gbà wá ló fi ṣàlàyé fún wa pé a tún padà síwájú George tí máa ń ṣe ìwádìí. Bàtà dé George tí máa ń ṣe ìwádìí yẹn láti kan bí aago mẹ́ta ọ̀sán. Òun wá gbà wá ní nǹkan bí aago mẹ́rin ká tó máa fà lọ títí di aago mẹ́fà níwájú George tí máa ń ṣe ìwádìí. Bàtà wá kò mẹ́la wá lọ ọ̀dọ̀ George tí máa ń dájọ́ pé wọ́n gbé yàn lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n kàbí wọ́n ní gbé yàn lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Òun la máa ń pè ní Judge of Liberty and Detention. Donc bàtà déwájú rẹ̀ ti bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ pẹ́ fún wa títí di aago àtúkà ilẹ̀ ṣú gan ká tó wọlé lánàá bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gangan ni wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ṣẹ̀, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo ni wọ́n ká mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́?
Ohun tí ó yà wá lẹ́nu gan tó jẹ́ pé látìgbà tí èmi ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ agbẹjọ́rò tí mi ò rí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun ni pé àkọ́kọ́ tán fi mú ọ̀gbẹ́ni Sunday Igboho. Wọ́n sọ pé nítorí pé ó dáràn ní Nàìjíríà. Nítorí pé wọ́n sọ pé ó dáràn ní Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀ràn tó dá ní Nàìjíríà ló jẹ́ pé ká fi mú ní Benin. Ń pé ìjọba Nàìjíríà ló ní ká mú ní Benin. Èyí tá lọ kóòtù sí nìyẹn. Èyí nǹkan tá sì ṣiṣẹ́ sí nìyẹn. Àmọ́ ńgbà tí a dé ọ̀dọ̀ prosecutor náà ló sọ fún wa pé nítorí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi fẹ́ mú un pé kò dáràn ní ìlú Benin. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ passport kan, kò sì dáràn kan ní Benin. Ìdáràn tí wọ́n ń wádìí ẹ̀ fún táwọn wọ́n wá láti mú fún òun ni ti èyí tó wá ní kó ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. Àmọ́ ńgbà tá wá déwájú George tí máa ń ṣe instruction tí máa ń wádìí nǹkan. Òun sọ fún wa pé kì í ṣe àwọn òfin mẹ́ta tí prosecutor sọ kò tún ṣe yẹn mọ́. Ohun tó wá sọ ni pé ó dàbí kí a ń gbìyànjú láàrin kí a fi ṣiṣẹ́ láàrin criminal. Kí a gbìyànjú láti fi ṣiṣẹ́ láàrin criminal. Ohun tó sọ nìyẹn. Òun wá sọ pé òun ṣe suggestion fún George ẹ̀kẹta ń pé ká fi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n ní Benin. Gbà tí wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún Sunday Adéyẹmọ níwájú George tí máa ń ṣe ìwádìí, wọ́n á ní pé kí ló rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ náà. Òun wá ń ṣàlàyé pé nǹkan kan ò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ń pé òun ò ṣe nǹkan tó lòfin ní Nàìjíríà. Kódà Nàìjíríà ò pè òun lẹ́jọ́ rí. Òun ò sì lọ police station nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí rí. Òun ò lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí rí. Ń pé nǹkan kan ò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé òun gbìyànjú láti máa ṣe meeting. Òun gbìyànjú láti máa ran ìjọ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́ fún gbogbo nǹkan tí ṣẹ̀ láàrin àwọn Yorùbá àti àwọn Fúlàní. Ń pé nǹkan yẹn tóun ṣe ló jẹ́ pé kí ìjọba tó wà ní Nàìjíríà kó wà lẹ́yìn òun láti fẹ́ kó fẹ́ pa òun. nítorí ẹ̀ ló ń fi sákò ní Nàìjíríà ó ń bọ̀ nẹ̀yìn fi wá sí Benin bí nǹkan kan ò jẹ́ bẹ̀ rárá bàtà kò mẹ́ra déwájú George tí máa ń ṣe tí máa ń gbìyànjú láti gbéyàn sẹ́wọ̀n àbí láti fìyàn lẹ̀ George yẹn wá ń bi Sunday wípé nígbà wo ló wá sí Benin báwo ló ṣe gbà wá Benin àsìkò mélòó ló lò ní ilẹ̀ Benin ni wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún wọn pé òun kò ní Nàìjíríà ní Sunday lòun bá wá Benin ní òun bọ́ sí Benin ní Monday alẹ́ Monday yẹn lòun gbìyànjú láti lọ gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì àti lọ Germany George yẹn wá bí ń pé òun ilé ta ló gbé kí ló ṣe ta ló gbé lọ airport ń pé kí ni nǹkan tó tẹ̀ ṣe George yẹn wá fi hàn pé láàrin kò tẹ̀ pé ọjọ́ kan tó lò ní Benin ń pé kí ló ṣe wá ṣàlàyé gbogbo ohun tó ṣe George yẹn wá sọ pé òun rí àrídájú pé ó gbìyànjú láti parapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tí máa ṣe jàǹbá kan fi ṣe jàǹbá nílẹ̀ Benin ohun tó yà wá lẹ́nu ní pé George yẹn ohun tó karama gidi ní pé kì í ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe ní Nàìjíríà òun náà fi mú ǹjẹ́ ọ̀mí yẹ kò tún ṣe ohun tó ṣe ní Nàìjíríà náà fi mú kì í ṣe ń gbó.
Again, I don't know, for those people who don't understand Yoruba, the question there was about the trial that happened last night in Benin Republic, the phases of the trial, the first investigative judge, the second judge, and the third one, which is the real judge. So they said it has nothing to do with Nigeria. That he believed, when they asked him, did he know why they arrested him? He said, well, he believed it's because of what Nigeria is looking for him for. And that is because they attacked him and he escaped for his life. And they said, no. When you got to Benin Republic, who and who did you meet? Where did you stay? And that is now something they haven't told him what exactly happened. So it's now between Benin and Oloye Sunday Igboho, something some people suspect. Even the lawyer said they were surprised that what is this? This is not actually what we prepared for. This is not why we are here. Why did that change at the last stage? Well, the judge now sent them back to where they are coming from. Now, here is where the lawyer cleared the air a bit as well.
Títí di àná, ìjà rí ìjọba àbí aṣojú ìjọba Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n wá sí ilé ẹjọ́ bóyá láti wá takò pé lóòótọ́ lolóyè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà fi kàn.
Níwájú Ọlọ́run àti èèyàn, Nàìjíríà ò fìyàn kan ránṣẹ́. Èèyàn kan ò represent Nàìjíríà. Èèyàn kan ò jẹ́ ń pé mo wá látòrí ìjọba Nàìjíríà láti sọ pé ẹ bá mi lò òfin fún Sunday. Kankan ò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. A sì tún rí inú kéèsì yẹn a rí ìwé kan tí Nàìjíríà kọ ránṣẹ́ ń pé ẹ bá mi dá padà ránṣẹ́ sí Nàìjíríà. Nǹkan kan ò sí bẹ́ẹ̀. Nǹkan kan ò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ohun tí wọ́n yàn wá di nísìnyí pé ohun kéèsì tó jẹ́ pé ó sangbó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ká fi mú ó wá di kéèsì Benin nìkan. Ó wá di kéèsì Benin nìkan pẹ̀lú ẹlẹgbẹ́ Sunday ìtọ́ ọ̀nà ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan, kí wà ní nǹkan tí ká mọ retí bá àbí kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ lẹ́yìn bó ṣe wà lẹ́wọ̀n báyìí? Kí ni ìgbésẹ̀?
Àkọ́kọ́ ni pé kò sí wọn àti ìdájọ́ Sunday. Wọn àti ìdájọ́ Sunday ní Benin. Ohun tó ṣe ni pé wọ́n gbé sí pamọ́ nítorí kíni nítorí pé àwọn judge yẹn wọ́n sọ pé káwọn fi wádìí ohun táwọn sọ pé òfin tí àwọn sọ pé ó lù ní Benin. Wọ́n á gbé sí pamọ́, wọ́n á gbé sí jail ń pé kó máa wà ní ọwọ́ ìjọba Benin káwọn fi wádìí pé eré ọwọ́ ò ló ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ní pé ó ṣe ní Benin. Wọ́n insist yẹn pé Benin ni ọ̀rọ̀ náà wà nísìn. Wọ́n wádìí ẹ̀ náà. ó wá jẹ́ pé George second station yẹn tó jẹ́ George ẹ̀yìn tí máa ń wádìí tiẹ̀ látún padà sí ìyẹn jẹ́ pé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn wọn àti ìdájọ́ Sunday a sì ní ọjọ́ ń pé àpàdà síwájú George yẹn àwa tajẹ́ lọ́yẹ̀ ní sí látọ̀ á lọ bá George yẹn pé fún wa lọ́jọ́ kẹ́ fi yọ Sunday jáde kó lẹ́wọ̀n ká fi sọ̀rọ̀ ká fi máa wádìí ọ̀rọ̀ ń pé ǹjẹ́ ó lòfin àbí kò lòfin ní ilẹ̀ Benin bí tọ̀rọ̀ náà ti jẹ́ òun náà wá sọ nísìn pé ìjọba ìbáyìí ní kẹwàá á tún wá ohun tá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ níwájú ẹ̀ á tún wá wádìí ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ní tóun bá ṣiṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ tán George awádìí lòun kì í ṣe George adájọ́ tóun bá ṣiṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ tán ní wàá sọ pé ibi tí mo wá ṣẹ̀mí dé ó tó ibi tí mo wá díẹ̀ dé ó tó mo á rán yín lọ ọ̀dọ̀ George tí ó fẹ́ George yẹn ó fẹ́ dájọ́ yẹn ìgbà yẹn láwọn sọ pé Sunday wọ́n fẹ́ dájọ́ ẹ̀ níjọba ìbáyìí ọjọ́ yẹn tán fẹ́ dá yẹn yóò wá jẹ́ public audience náà fẹ́ sọ pé a fẹ́ dájọ́ ẹ̀ àmọ́ kó tó di pé a lọ ìdájọ́ ẹ̀ ó wà nù òfin Benin ń pé ká béèrè ń pé ká filẹ̀ di ìgbà tí wọ́n tó dájọ́ ẹ̀ a lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ George ń pé George tí máa ń ṣe èyí tí máa ń sọ pé kí a fi hàn lẹ̀ àbí kí a lọ kóòtù àbí kí a jáde kó ní kóòtù a lè sọ pé títí dìgbà tí wọ́n dájọ́ ẹ̀ ń pé Sunday ká filẹ̀ kó wà ní òmìnira kó fi máa lọ kó máa bọ̀ tá máa nídìí ẹ̀ kó lè wà.
Anyway, what he also added is that the case is pretty much now with the Benin Republic, and Nigeria has not made any representation at all. They didn't send any letter, they didn't send any representative, and none was presented to them in that case, in that court yesterday. Now, what they are waiting for now is that the allegation they are bringing up is that it was seen with some people, and somehow they are now trying to, I don't know, people call it trump up charges because we don't know where this is coming from. If he never committed any crime in Benin Republic, within just the few hours he was there to go onto his, on his plane and then to his destination. So whatever they want to make up within that hour, we don't know yet, and we don't want to speculate, okay? The lawyer said he is not so up that this is exactly what they are charging him for, but it's very clear that Nigeria hasn't sent anybody, no letter, no nothing, but something is fishing, I would say. Now, let's go and take on the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. This report is what you have heard before. And to the Biafrans who are also going to be joining us tonight to participate in this parliament meeting today, this is what Barrister Aloy Ejimako told us when he met with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the case. Let's start with that too.
For the benefit of the viewers, what I'm about to say will be best expressed in English than Pidgin, so I must apologize for that, because legal terms will be occurring here a lot today. Yes, I met him yesterday for almost 3 hours at the headquarters of the DSS in Abuja, and we had quite an interaction, private interaction initially, and later on he was interviewed by 3 DSS officers in my presence. I wanted to call it an interrogation, but they said no, it's an interview, during which they asked him routine questions, but most of the questions centered on his being the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and the activities of that organization. So he answered the questions in a relaxed atmosphere, with bearing in mind his constitutional rights not to incriminate himself. Of course, some of the questions had background information that he considered incomplete, and he told the officers that he was not able to answer some of those questions because the information that they supplied to him was incomplete. So the interview went without incident, and at some point it was brought to a close. I think maybe there's going to be another interview to be scheduled, but I have not been informed of that yet.
And you go there in that other interview, you go there with your client, Nnamdi Kanu, for those other interviews will go happen after today?
Will you go?
You go there with your client?
Yes, I go there with normally, his right to counsel has attached. So any further interview, whether it's called interview or interrogation, any interaction on the matter as to what he did or what he didn't do or the allegations can never occur without presence of counsel. If he does, he'll be tainted and he'll be inadmissible in court. Okay,
so before we talk more about this, you talk, say, aside from the interview your client Nnamdi Kanu gets with the DSS officers, you also get private interaction with them. Yes. Before we go into details on that, in as much as you can share with us, if you describe to us when you see Nnamdi Kanu, how he be, what's in his state of mind?
Well, his state of mind wasn't as sound as it should be. You know, if you listen to his broadcast, you would know that he's a historian. But when I was talking with him, he had trouble recalling the actual date he was abducted. It surprised me. So to jog his memory, I asked him how many nights he spent in Abuja before he was brought to court. He told me 2 nights. So he was brought to court on Tuesday, the 29th June. So we figured he must have been brought into the country on Sunday, the 27th. So when I mentioned that date, he said, sure, that's the date. But I took particular note of that. I also noticed that he had a visible injury on his right wrist. I asked him what it was. He said it was where they had chained him, put the chain on him, and chained him to the concrete floor in Nairobi, Kenya. And he has disappearing injury on the left wrist and an injury right here at the nape of the neck. So he related to me. I asked him what happened, and what happened, much of it is now public knowledge. So what I'm doing is by way of adumbration, supplying more information.
If you tell us more about what's happened, because you talk about, you just mentioned Kenya, and Kenyan government don't come out to talk, say, they no arrest Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya. So tell us more about this.
What happened is this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered Kenya, I believe, on a certain date, right around April this year. I'm not sure. I'm trying to establish the actual date of entry. But I have documentation from a Kenyan hospital that...
Yes, and more that he told us that happened. However, today, which is a day after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was meant to be brought to court by the same people that kidnapped him, extraordinary rendition, kidnapping at the international scale. So members who are in the parliament, I have one more thing to share. And that is the promise of Barrister Bakare. Nothing that we want to talk about tonight that you are new to. I will be introducing more while the parliamentarian conversation continues. So you will have 3 minutes. Your name is already on your, under your video, under your camera. Just pick one of these you want to talk about. Fire on, open your mind, open your heart, say it out like this man is currently doing, but can he be trusted?
Somebody say Nigeria for Nigeria movement. I'm letting you know it's about to start. I'm going to champion it. It's going to go like wildfire across this nation. Nigeria for Nigerians. You'll be bigger than Save Nigeria Group. You have never seen anything like it before. It's a movement propelled by God. Nigeria for Nigerians, to deliver us from the hands of oppressors. In the mighty name of Jesus. This is a fight to finish. I'm not going to die for this country. I'm going to live for it. Nigeria will prosper in my lifetime. Nigeria will be saved. Nigeria will be changed. Nigeria will become great. It is the wicked that the land will vomit. In the name of Jesus. Somebody say, wow. The people said, to your tent, O Israel. We have no portion in the house of Jesse anymore. Sovereignty is not in your hand. You are
Nigeria for Nigeria. That seems to be the trademark now. So they are back. 2023 is coming. And you, the parliamentarians, you are from everywhere, all over the world, joining this now. I'll be bringing people on 4, 5, 3, 4, 3, 4 people. Let's maintain the time, right? You can tell us where you come from in Nigeria if you want to, which I would love to know, by the way, and tell us where you are currently joining this broadcast from, and then tell us your mind on any of this topic that you want the world to know that this is my own position on this. So you have muted, you can mute your microphone now, but I'm going to start with Unwanyi Dot.
Hello.
We have a person which is going to be from the Dotland. So over to you.
Thank you, Maiyegun. Good evening, everyone. This is such a wonderful opportunity. Well, Maiyegun, I don't know how to appreciate your hard work, really. What you are doing is immense. It's really, really worthwhile. And I want to say thank you. I have tried severally to call you, but I fail woefully every single time. And I jumped on this opportunity straight up. And really, my contribution so far, all of us are hurting. Yesterday was my son's birthday, and we were all wearing Biafran t-shirts, and we're all just praying in solidarity and listening for the best. But we were not surprised anyway at what they did. We were not surprised at all. I will, for everything that is going on, my thought is everybody keep the faith. Whatever you're doing in your own little corner, Pastor Tunde Bakare is telling us that he's saving Nigeria when all of us pulled us into this mess. I remember arguing with some of my friends. I said, Buhari has nothing to offer us. But then I'm in London at the moment. I'm not in Nigeria right now. That is why I can wear my Biafran flag proudly everywhere.
Without fear.
But for everybody back home, keep the faith, stay safe. These people are mad. They are crazy. They have no respect for your life, but you must stay safe. And you must put your trust in the people outside of the country. A lot of movements have been propelled forward by the people outside the country. So do not take what we are doing outside here for granted. Every little thing, everybody who is preaching on the bus, who is going out for protest. My dad went out for protest, and it rained on him for 4 hours, and I couldn't be prouder of him. I have little kids, so that's why I might not be able to be out there on the streets every single time, especially it's holidays. But my dad was out there, and honestly, I couldn't be prouder of him. So the other thing I wanted to say, Maiyegun, if there was a way that we could I don't know how we could reach out to some of these celebrities, because you remember these people who fought the war. Why am I forgetting their name? Anyway, there's just
which of the wars?
I can't remember. I'll probably get their name. But if I explain what they did, what happened here, they couldn't get their British visas, and then there's a British.
You mean the Jamaicans?
No, not the Jamaicans. These ones are from Gulags, right?
World War.
The Gawkers. Oh, my husband just reminded me. The Gawkers. The Gawkers, remember that they were entitled to their visas here, right? And they refused to give it to them. Then one of the celebrities, now that I'm live, I'm beginning to forget her name, but she stood up for them. And everywhere she went, she championed their cause until finally they were able to be given their right. So this is not something I know how to go about it. But the reason why I'm using this platform to say this is, there are people who know some celebrities here. We need to begin to speak to some of these people, and we need to. You might think that they don't care about us, but I believe that the average British person can actually be sympathetic to what we are facing. But the problem we have is that we have these people in their secret service that do not allow them to know what is going on and how their government is using their name in a very bad way. So because if a lot of them know what is going on, they will say, not in my name. So let us begin. This is another thing that we could try and do. Try to reach out to one or two of these celebrities. The moment they pick up on our cause, believe you me, the moment they pick one of them picks up on it, they can be very passionate people. So I don't know if my time is up, but this is
your time is up. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have a gavel, something I can always be using, but we'll manage it somehow. But yeah, your time is up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And it's a pleasure having you. Let me go now straight to Honorable David. You will be next.
Thank you very much, Maiyegun. I appreciate this opportunity and this time. I've been trying to talk to you on the phone, but I know your phone is always busy. So I thank you for this opportunity. But let me quickly go to the point. I got 1 or 2 questions, to ask, and I probably not ask that question. I see my mind say, let us speak our mind out.
Please.
Yeah, please. I am seeing this whole zoo country going down. Finally, I am just saying it. There's no way out because I don't know where Nigeria is going any longer. Killing everybody here and there, leaving those people that they should be arrested, and Nigerian government is chasing only one person up and down, chasing Igboho and Kanu up and down. Why they raise Boko Haram in the bush and killing people? And my concern is the British government. I live in Britain. I was born and brought up in Lagos. And I'm ready to go to the parliament. When you announce it, you see me in parliament. I am ready to go to the parliament. They are looking now until it's going to become Afghanistan. The Americans are looking now. The whole world is looking Nigeria now. The whole world is looking Nigeria now until when it was to the war. Why can't they do something now? Why they can't do anything for now? Why it's until when innocent people die, when it become war, that the Nigeria is at the gunpowder. Everybody is shouting, everybody is singing. When you do business there, nothing can exist. No light, no road. These people, this Kapa, with their generation, with their children, they're doing the same thing to me and you. They send all the good citizens out of Nigeria. The best doctor of Nigeria, my brother is Goke Adejuma, he's in Britain. My sister is in America, Salaba Adejuma. They were spread all over the world. The good doctors, good lawyers, everybody is all that we spread all over the world. Where are the good people? The people in Nigeria, they don't have brain. They've sink their brain with poverty. They don't even know what they are doing. They don't, even though we are shouting here, we are talking here, it doesn't go to their score. They don't know what they're doing anymore. They have oppressed them to the extent when you give them 5,000 naira, it looks like they give them million naira. How could we leave this generation to come? They have spent my father.
Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you to off the mic because your time is also off.
Yeah,
but thank you for participating tonight. Let me now go to another honorable next on the line, which is going to be Honorable Paul.
Hello, my.
Yes, sir. You are on, Honorable Paul. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, we can see you, but your network is freezing, and that is an issue.
Is it better now?
I think it is. If we can hear you now, yes, please.
Okay. I just want to make sure that the audio is clearer now, so that I won't just be speaking out because of the network.
Please.
Okay. Anyway, Maiyegun, I want to thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you.
My brother earlier, he got a little bit emotional about the happenings in Nigeria, but as much as it is painful, expressing ourselves also, we should also look at certain things, and one of the things I've always emphasized is the damage. Some of us don't understand that religion has damaged more than politics. I'll repeat that again. Religion has damaged more than politics. Religion has traumatized more than politics in Nigeria. Religion basically is the basis for control. They've used religion. You can see the northern part. Everything they do today, everything, their actions, their prologue, everything they do today is religion linked. Is linked to what they believe in Islam, the kind of Islam they are taught to practice, where you can die and go to heaven and have 99 virgins, where life becomes unimportant, where education is seen as a crime. Education is haram. So you can see that even in the South, if this all the Southerners as well, religion again the same thing. It's like a programming that has been set for every single Nigerian, and getting out of it is going to be massive. You can see that many of us that are outside the country is like we see, but they inside can't see. They are the ones living in that problem, but they can't see. But we outside, we tend to see. And why do we see? Because basically we are living lives that have the sourced amenities available. We don't have to pray for lights. We don't have to pray for a good road. We don't have to pray for good health. You know, everything that should be available is available. Now, a brother of mine was saying earlier in your earlier broadcast that what can we do to help those back at home? This is what we can do. We have to keep talking. We have to keep expressing ourselves. We have to talk, and they have to listen. That is the only way we can keep moving. Then another thing I would like us to always take note. Okay.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short there, Honorable Paul. Your time is also up, okay? And
okay, thank you, Maiyegun.
We will see more of you in the comment section as well. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to go now to our next in line, Honorable. One moment. Sorry, guys, that what I'm doing is that I'm taking people out and allowing other people to join. The contribution is going to be what you have to say when you have your time. So let's go to our own Honorable Anthony before we go to Buck Gotti. Sorry, there.
Thank you, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Honorable Maiyegun, the chief host, the resident president. I want to thank you for this wonderful work you're doing. I'm calling from the United States.
Just a moment, Honorable Anthony. Can you please let me mute your audio there, Honorable Borg, if that's okay. And you can continue, please. Oh, Anthony, not you. I mean, Borg Gotti.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mute your audio, please, your mic. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So
I think he actually hears me. Can you hear me, Borg Gotti?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm trying to
please, look at your screen and mute the microphone.
I think it's mute now.
No, okay, maybe I should help you. Don't worry. I'll try it from here.
Yeah, I think it's from.
Don't worry, sir. Now, Honorable Anthony, you can proceed, please.
Yeah, so thank you once again, Honorable Maiyegun, for this wonderful opportunity, for bringing all of us together to discuss these issues. Many years ago, issues like this don't come in the forefront, but from what is happening around the world, you can see that times are changing and people are beginning to see the realities of the moment. But my only concern is that the people we are fighting for are yet to see what is going on. The people, it looks like this whole drama is being championed from diaspora, which I understand the reason, because of the oppressions about those who have decided to speak up. But in every human being, we have this inbuilt gift of grace that God has given to us to fight for ourselves, to fight for other people. My concern is, why are Nigerians being so disinterested in what is happening? Because in my Igbo culture, I'm a Dottish, by the way. I'm from the Dot land. So in my culture, they say when you see a chicken using the leg to scramble feces anywhere, you have every right to pursue, to chase that chicken away from using the legs to, scramble on the feces, because you don't know who is going to eat the legs. So when people keep quiet and feign ignorance, like they don't know what is happening, these guys are just in our neighborhoods and they are coming. So all I want to suggest again is that each and every one of us should flood the DMs and the social media handles of whoever that cares all over the world. Just create a pool of disturbance, from Nigeria in the DMs and the social media and social sphere of whoever that has any mouth to say anything in the world that has influence. By the time this whole thing continues to flood in their DMs, it's going to keep sending signal that something is happening somewhere. Then the second person is, if we continue to think that these people are going to change, I believe it's a waste of time, because their conscience is dead. They are not going to change. They are operating with the last class of conscience. There are 6 classes of conscience: correct, incorrect, certain, and correct, incorrect, certain, lax, scrupulous. But these people are working with scrupulous conscience. With lax conscience. Lax conscience does not have to ruminate. It doesn't have to, get turned away from evil. Once they make up their mind, they are there, and you can't change it. And the problem is they don't even see evil as evil, because they are used to evil, so they see evil as good. I don't want to take the time of so many people.
Thank you very much, Honorable Anthony, because we wasted your time from the beginning as well. That's why I gave you that time. So thank you for that clearer contribution. Now, let us go to Honorable Bogatti. Sir, let me see if I can get your audio, your mic open. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Maiyegun. I'm so glad to be. I'm blessed. I'm calling from South Africa. I'm an artist as well. So
amazing. Now you have your own time, please.
Yeah, my issue is Nigeria must be Nigeria needs to be dissembled. You understand? If it is not dissembled, the world can never be at peace. The world needs peace, and the only way they can have peace is to crumble Nigeria and let everybody live and be his own and start a better life for themselves. Otherwise, this generation
Honorable Bogatti, being specific will also help us tonight. Yes, Nigeria needs to be dismembered. This, broken down.
It's a caliphate.
How did you come to that?
It's a caliphate, and a caliphate is like a terrorist. It's a terrorist organization. So everything they are doing there is out of terrorism. And in as much as they have already taken grip of the essence, the real power, the real areas of power, they are with it. There's no way they're going to release it until we fight. As far as the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting, is the same way all of us must start fighting now. Any which way, start it in any which manner you can. That's all that we are in for now. The way you are pushing every other person, if we have over 1,000 people like you, like me, everybody talking, because I also spread the word through my only 2 ways. So that's why today I said, let me be part of today, so that I can express myself. So it's time. We have to come together and decide on something. This is no more time for procrastination. That is what I'm about. So whatever we say we're gonna do, let's start doing now.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Honorable Bugatti. I would rather just call you Bugatti, but you see that dash in between continue to confuse me.
Yeah, it's bug with a Gatti. Yeah.
Oh, a bug with a Gatti.
Yeah.
I like that. So that's one of the parliamentarian tonight. I'm going to go to Honorable David. Then we have Honorable UK. Then we have Honorable Ejinle Media, which I am going to make third before we get to Awikonko. Now, the other members of the parliament tonight, live parliament tonight, they are not putting on their camera yet. So I have accepted their invitation, but I'm not sure if they will be participating, but they are listening anyway. So yeah, I'll start with Honorable David. You have your time, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Maiyegun, for giving me another opportunity. Thank you. What I'm going to say now, because for the first time I was emotional, you know.
I remember.
Yeah. So, but like my brother just said now, there's no more time to waste with Nigeria. It cannot work. If you cannot work during the time of my grandfather, it cannot work with my father. It's not working with me. So it can, these three generations, Yoruba said, Ìran mẹ́ta ò kí ń tòṣì. Ìran mẹ́fà tí ń tòṣì báyìí. Ìran mẹ́fà tí ń tòṣì. Wọ́n ti ná gbogbo generation, 3, 4, 5 generations to come. They've spent it. They'll spend it. Nigeria is in debt. Nigeria is finished. Let's just let everybody go on his own way in peace. And if they don't want that peace, let's go to war. There's nothing bad about it. Britain fought war. They were in captivity under Roman Empire for 400 years. The road I'm driving my car here, I don't know who built it, but somebody fought for it. So if I need to go out to fight for Nigeria, let me take my bag and go and fight. This is where I stand now. Give me the time for the parliament tomorrow. Whatever. Buhari must not take any medical treatment in Britain. I want you to publish my name out. I am paying tax in Britain. That is my money. He must not. He should go back with his blood money, the jihad money. He should go back with it and go and treat himself in Saudi Arabia or in Qatar. Anywhere he want to go and treat himself, but not in Britain. That is a blood money. Mayegun, that's why
Thank you, Honorable David. I like that addition, and I'm glad that you came back. And it's a pleasure. Now, let me go on to Honorable UK now. So, sir.
Yeah, hello, Mayegun, how are you doing?
I am surviving, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I want to say hello to everyone on this platform. You know,
great.
Yeah, I want to also thank you for creating this platform so that everybody's voice can be heard.
That's right.
Based on what I'm seeing, you know, our elders. I remember sometimes when I listen to you, you see, due to we have a very foolish elders. Those foolish elders, those foolish elders, you know, keep making everybody to suffer. And those foolish elders,
right? Some of our participants have their mic on. Can you please look at the screen, please, and mute it? It's under the video. That camera in front of you, underneath it, you will see mic. Camera. So mute the microphone, please. I'm trying to mute some. We are still. If we can do that.
I don't ask about my
right. Honorable UK, sir.
Okay.
I think we are good.
Okay,
please.
Yeah. So since we have the foolish elders who have put us into this mess, because it's a big mess, and no matter where you are, it must surely affect you, whether you're in America, whether you're in London, any part of the world, for the fact you were born in that country called Nigeria. So what I want to say is that we younger youth, we have to strategize, you know, push. Even as I'm here, I have some friends who are not even Nigerians, you know. I tell them about it, you know. So we have to strategize based on what other people have said. You know, we plan. Even if
I'm expecting members to tell me so far, or maybe please.
Yeah, even if to start raising funds, even if to start contributing for something, because it's a big war. We have to start contributing because, quite sure they have already looted, but they can never win the youth. I mean, we have the population, we have the intellectual, because they might even have the money, but they cannot do anything. You know, even if they bring somebody to come and fight the war for them, they can never win because we know the terrain more than them. We know the terrain. So whoever war power they will bring, they will come as the way USA come to Afghanistan, then USA, they pull out. Russia came there, they pull out because they couldn't make it. That's how they're going to bring people, but they will never make it. We'll still win them at the end of it. So what I'm trying to say is that Nigeria must be disintegrate. Even if we go, even if every state have their president, I mean, I would like it. Even if each state have their destiny, everybody, so that everybody will live in a peaceful, you know,
without any problem. Since they don't want it like that, because if Nigeria, if they want it in a violent way, it's going to affect the whole world. That one is for sure.
That's right.
Yes. So that's what I just want to say.
Thank you very much for that. I'm going to go on to our next Honorable Ijinle Media. You are next, sir. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me try and unmute you. Great. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I can see Odua people. I want to believe that's Odua People's Congress logo behind you, sir.
You are right, Maiyegun General.
Good evening, sir. Now,
good evening, Maiyegun General. And good evening to everybody in the house. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, Maiyegun General.
Thank you.
But what I want everyone to know right now, that we have to get all our high-rising lawyers out now. We should know, let the whole world know, we should be the ones suing Buhari and the Fulani government. We should be the ones suing them for terrorism, acts of terrorism. We, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Middle Belt, we have enough proof to show to the whole world that Buhari and the Fulani government, that they are the real terrorists. We have enough proof. They don't have any proof against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have any proof against Chief Sunday Igboho. So instead of them, we should be the one. It's like what Yoruba say, we should be the one accusing them, because all what the Fulani herdsmen have been doing, all what Mieti Allah have been performing, all what Buhari has been performing, they are all, if you look at the World Act of Terrorism, they are all, these actions are acts of terrorism. But the federal government has not even deemed it fit one day to announce or pronounce them as terrorists. No. But it is when you rise up to defend your land, you are now a terrorist. We should desist, and we should all resist this. We should not allow this to happen. Secondly, we should not let anybody put division into our midst. Be you a Yoruba man, a Igbo man, you are from the Middle Belt, we have one common enemy, which is the Fulani herdsmen. We have one common enemy, the Fulani government. We have one common enemy, our politicians. So we should be focused and put all hands should be on deck now to face our common enemies. This is not the time to start shifting blames amongst ourselves. This is not the time to start backbiting amongst ourselves. This is not the time to start pulling ourselves down. This is the time we have to be united now. We need ourselves more now. The more the bond we have now, the stronger we are. That is our strength. That is where our strength lies now, unity and togetherness. Maiyegun General, keep up the good work. And I believe and I know one day this zoo shall crumble. We shall all have our independent country. Biafra will rise. The sun shall rise again. Oduduwa will rise. Yoruba nation will rise. I believe in that. Sunday Igboho should be vindicated. He is not a criminal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. Right. A call to defend your nation, a call to defend your people is never an act of terrorism. No. It's never a crime. Secession is never a crime. Let the whole world know Buhari is a terrorist. Oshibajo is a terrorist. All our senators, our legislators, our governors, they are the terrorists. And we thank our Obas now. The Obas, you see the Indibos, they didn't say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abused them. They all rose for him. The Yoruba Obas too, they rose for Igboho. The masses rose for Igboho. The Igbo people rose, they stood for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's how it should be. But our politicians, because they are terrorists, they will never stand. Because of what they are eating, their personal interests, they will never say the truth. I thank you so much, Maiyegun General.
Thank you so much, Ijinle Media. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Ijinle Media TV is also on YouTube. This is such a wonderful and brilliant submission from you, Honorable Sir. Thank you for participating. Now, I'm going to go next to the next lady. Before I come back to Honorable Wanye Dot, I believe you have an additional, you are raising, that means if you come back, what you are doing is called, what's it they call them again? Permission to I don't know. I'll find it anyway. But however, let me start with the other lady, Olama. I am going to bring you on. Honorable Ola. Can you hear me, ma?
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma. How are you?
Hello, well done. No, you're doing a very great job.
Thank you.
I am not social media person, but lately I am so interested in Nigeria. Ask me why.
Why, ma?
You see, I see Buhari government to be a terrorist government. Buhari himself is a terrorist. Buhari himself is a terrorist in the sense that Sunday Igboho rose for his people. Nnamdi Kanu rose for his people. Secessionist is nothing to be like being a terrorist. Where is Gumi? Who is challenging Gumi behavior? Why is Gumi being standing for the Boko Haram and the bandits? All I see is Buhari knows what he's doing. He brought the bandits, he brought the terrorists. Taking the money from Nigeria to start his own jihadists after he left. Buhari knows what he's doing. I think it was after they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, I slept overnight and I woke up in a very bad dream that there is war in Nigeria. Everybody's just scared. There's going to be war. Let's forget about it. They will say, don't say no war. Me, I know what I saw. There was war. And it's going to be a very tough one. But we are going to get to our promised land. We are going to get there. We are going to get there. Because what they are doing now, Buhari, I see on your Facebook that is going to a meeting of female girls legal education. What does Buhari know about education? And I will take you back to this. Maybe so many people did not hear this. When Buhari came into government, he said he needs nobody's vote. He can afford to be reckless with his government, and that is what he is doing.
He said it.
And anytime anything is happening in Nigeria, that Buhari is trying to see what the Fulani are doing to be norms, and what every people standing for their people is taking them to be a terrorist. I see it to be like, oh, this guy has said it. That he can afford to be reckless, and that is why he's doing a reckless government. And this has to stop. Yoruba have to stand up for themselves. Igbo have to do the same thing. Buhari will go down. Me, I know that. Everybody, every Nigerian need to sue Buhari to the ICC court. He has to leave the government because we are not happy about his government. All our youth have been damaged emotionally, depressed. They don't know what they are doing. Look at what they are doing now. Upon all this going on, they are doing BBC Niger. BBC Niger. BBC Niger, out of all what the problem is. If you can go back to yesterday, there were about 3 cases in court. There is no peace in Nigeria, and there can never be peace since the fact that Buhari is still there.
Thank you so much, ma.
If anybody is a terrorist, Buhari is a terrorist.
Exactly. And if fighting for or if defending yourself against invading terrorists makes one a terrorist, then we are all one. Then
we are all one. Everybody is Igboho. Everybody is Nnamdi Kanu. We are all one. So they will arrest everybody. They should go and bring more things in.
Thank you so much, ma. Honorable that never really likes social media, but
I don't. I'm not one.
And there you are. Thank you so much, ma. You are participating in our first live People's Parliament.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Thank you, ma. You have a good day.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go to Honorable Unwanyi again. I want to believe that you have something you want to add, apart from the first you added earlier. And then I'm going to come to Honorable Big Dots, another Dutchian waiting. But before we come to you again, Unwanyi, I'm going to bring more participants on, prepare them so that we can take on as many people as possible. So if you are ready, bring on your camera, mute your microphone as you get on, please, in order not to have much, audio interruption and all of that. If you can hear me, please, check your audio and see if the mic is off. I'll try to take some off myself. And let's see. Right. So, Honorable Unwanyi, you are next. And around, just make that add-on you forgot earlier.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Okay, that's
Sorry.
fine.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, what I would like to add this time around is basically charging all of us, the youths. We have been told, I was born in 1984. That was when Buhari first came into power. And I know, even though I knew the history, I knew that everything that's happening now, he was just basically given a chance to carry everything out fully. But my charge now for us is this: please, let's not leave this fight for our children. Our children do not have the capacity to do this. If we fail at this task, our children cannot do this for us. Look at our children. The other day, I hate to say this on the internet, but it's what happened to me. A white person called me a dirty African. And then I said, if my child is called a dirty African, what would my child do? What would my child do? We are not raising children who can take this hatred. We are not raising children who can take this. We have to give them a home. And the only home that they know is Oduduwa Republic. The only home they know is Biafran Nation. That is the home they know. My child came up to me the other day and said he doesn't like Nigeria. I was shocked. I said, why? He said, that there are a lot of bad people happening there, that they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. I said, oh my God. I have never sat down and explained, and this is a 6-year-old. I've never sat down and explained this thing to him, but he already knew. So all I'm saying is this: please, whatever we are doing, intensify your efforts. Don't leave this for the people out there to do it. Nobody will do it for us. It is us that must do it, whatever your capacity. If you can contribute money, contribute. If you can contribute your presence in protest, contribute. If you can go to your local MPs and your local senators and talk to them, do it. Write letters, speak up, open your own platform, let your voice count. Don't leave this for others to fight. Nobody's going to fight this fight for you. It is your battle because you are fighting for your future. We are fighting a just cause. What we are asking for is for our dignity back. We are asking for our dignity as human beings. How can we in Africa we don't have light, we don't have good education, what do we have? What can we open our mouth and say, I'm a proud Nigerian? What are you proud of? What do you have to be proud of? But we must get up, stand up, and build a nation that our children can look up to and say, yes, I'm a proud Biafran, I'm a proud Oduduwa child. We must put all this hatred aside. Oh, I hate Igbos, I hate Yorubas. What do you mean you hate? Who do you hate? If you come to my house and I give you food, we reject it. You reject it. So how can you tell me you hate me? You don't hate me.
Just to let you know that would be my own answer if you ask me that question directly. I won't.
You won't.
No.
So why can you now say, oh, you hate an Igbo person? How can you hate an Igbo person? If you're a Yoruba person out there listening to me and you say you hate Igbos, you're not serious. If you're an Igbo person that say you hate Yorubas, you're not serious. Get up, join hands with your brothers. We have more in common, but they want us to hate each other. They want us to hate each other so that we keep doing all this rubbish fight on the internet, abusing each other, as if we don't know anything, as if we don't have sense. We love each other, but it's just that they don't want us to find that love. And now that we are beginning to find that love, we must hold on to it and fight for a future for our children. Don't leave this for anybody. Nobody will do it for you. You must get up and do it. Come on, boy. We must get up and do it.
Thank you. Please. Thank you so much,
thank you
for adding that again. That's another, extra that I believe we would have missed if I didn't let you come back. Honorable, thank you very much.
So much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Let me go now. We're going to share the slot again. Everyone, the way we'll do it, we'll start first with Honorable Essay, Honorable Toby, and then we'll get on to, hang on, I'm trying to get the names up. Sorry, pardon me. So we'll get on to Honorable Ogbeni Oja, then Honorable Topizu Manizu. I don't know if I pronounced that right. You will have to pardon me, please. So that's how we're going to do it tonight, okay? So first, Honorable Essay, it will be your turn, sir, to have the floor. 3 minutes.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, this is Tunde from SA. I always call you,
Finally, this is your face. I said I will see many of your faces today, and I think this is like a setup, and it worked. Now we know the people's behind Maiyegun all the time. that they are not ghosts.
Maiyegun, hey. You know, remember I told you, I said we all need a cultural change, Nigerians. You remember I said it. You see,
you did.
This is a war. People always think when you say war, it has to be physical, it has to be bloodshed. But we shouldn't be mistaken. It's gonna happen though. Let's be honest, because these Buharis, they are not ready. They are not ready. They don't care about us. They don't. So that's why, remember I said we have to use all tactics, legally, strategic, everything. And we need to start preaching love. We need it. Honestly. We need unity, love. We really need it right now. We all have to be united right now, because we're all fighting for the same goal.
That's right.
Freedom. Everybody wants to be free. Everybody wants to come out. Whenever I'm not okay with an opinion or policy, let me come out and talk about it. It's not that I'm going to talk about something and the government have to arrest me because I'm saying my mind. I'm saying how I feel. Come on, here in SA, these people talk about things. Nobody arrests them. In South Africa.
You even sent your former president to prison. That's how guys seems you can get, do a lot.
A riot happened. People were looting. Let me tell you one thing. The police never killed anybody. They were using rubber bullets all throughout for over a week. When is Nigeria going to get to that? Ordinary protest, you are shooting people with live ammunition. That's why I said we need cultural change. Everybody. I'm telling you, everybody needs to change culturally. We need to start thinking. We need imagine what the previous caller said. Look at what they are talking about PP brother. Is that our problem right now? Youth, look at what they've turned you to be in Nigeria. Man, it's disastrous. In fact, at times I just sleep and I think what's going on in that country.
It's sad.
Very, very sad. Cultural change. Let's start thinking. Let's start planning strategical things. Let's start. Underground, whatever, legal movements. We're going to all social media. Actually, I wrote a congressman in America. He hasn't replied me yet. In California, I wrote him because he added me on Twitter. So when he added me, a message popped up. So I'm like, okay, let me just use the opportunity to write him. I had to draft a letter and send to him so that people can know what is going on here in Nigeria. They need to know. They need to know.
Thank you so much, Honorable S.A. And I'm so happy to see your face, by the way. I'm going to watch this video later so I can widen it and say, okay, I see your face now and I can register that. Thank you so much. I'm going to take on Honorable Ogbeni Oja, which will be our next now. Somebody has sort of disappeared in the list. So,
good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to speak to you. I've been listening to you over the years, and I've tried calling you via WhatsApp, but I've not been successful. But this is the first time that I'm coming in. We are at critical times, and we should not take our eyes off the ball. You see, the battle we are going through, it is very simple. It is the battle, like the earlier caller mentioned from SC. It's a battle. It doesn't have to be physical. I'm a spiritual person, and one of the things I know that the weapons of our warfare, they are not carnal, but they are mighty through God in pulling down strongholds. The basic battle is between light and darkness. If you look at the Odua anthem, you see our name, Ole Adulawo, Ogu Adulawo. You look at the Biafra nation, you see that the sun should rise, the light rising. And certain principalities, certain strongholds will not allow you to manifest your glory. And from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence taken by force. And being violent, taking it by force, can be kinetic, force can be magnetic, force can be spiritual, force can be metaphysical. So we have to take it intellectually. And then once we are going through this, you see, the problem is that our ancestors, our forebears, they were warned, but they took their eyes off the ball. for certain reasons. And before they could get independence from the colonial masters, there was what they call the Southern Alliance. The Southern Alliance came into play, into force, intellectually, without firing.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Yeah, I don't know where that sound is coming from. I want to fix that.
It's my, maybe it's my fan. Sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
I was
fault. Yeah.
trying to make sure that other people didn't have their mic on while disturbing your conversation. But I think you are right. It must be that fan, sir.
Yeah, it's out here in Kent. So, the I think, where was I?
Okay, go on, sir.
Yeah, our forebears, for certain reasons, or something, you know, they took as intelligent as they were, as sophisticated as they were, they took their eyes off the ball whilst they were warned. I don't know why. And then for them to get the independence, there was what they call the Southern Alliance. They fought and they got this. And when they went into negotiation, one way or the other, they outplayed them. The principalities, the strongholds of this world outplayed them, and they gave them adulterated glory. You understand? And they went into this alliance. So let me cut that story short. So now, when Jonathan came in, I rooted for him. I was expecting him to resuscitate the Southern Alliance, but somehow he slept on the cockpit. The same thing with the respected Zik of Africa. So now this is Generation X, and I'm happy with what I've had from every contribution here. Look, one of the first languages I've learned in my life, apart from Yoruba, is Igbo language.
Wow.
Very lovely. I've met with them, I've struggled with them. Most of my friends are from they're international people, and they no tribe, they are very intelligent people. So we need to work together, and we have to take cognizance of the strongholds, the principalities of this world. They are powers which we don't, as a black man, we sometimes erroneously want to contend with them. You don't swim against the tide. You can swim along the tide. And how do you swim with them? You have to talk about commerce, international debt obligations. Nobody, Maiyegun, as you are, if you guarantee somebody a loan, and he knows his collateral or his means of generating income is going to go into disrepute, you will find anything possible to preserve yourself and not their national interest. So there should be, you've mentioned this thing before, there should be calculated. Look, there's no going back. Nigeria died at Lekki Toll Gate when they killed the NSAS protesters. With our national flags on, they shot them. And that was when Nigeria died. And it has been confirmed in every realms that Nigeria is already dead. What we are doing is to accord it appropriate burial, which has to do, we said that we'll do it orderly or disorderly. At the end of the day, we'll come back to the table. What we need to do, keep on the awareness, the conscientization. Please don't blame the people in Nigeria. Most of the youths, they fed them, you know, they cannot reason anymore. They are like in the bucket, crabs in the bucket. Somebody needs to deliver them. That is why we are here. We can do them. Look, I'm sure the first time you came to Europe, you subconsciously you'll be thinking, let me quickly go and iron my clothes before they take light. Before somebody tell you, guy,
it's always there. Like subconsciously, you feel like
subconsciously. So imagine somebody that they've programmed over the years. So I will just itemize 3 steps that I think is part of what you've said before. I'm just trying to collaborate it, and I wrote it down. One of the things we should do so that we can swim along the tide and get this thing without firing a single shot is to have international consideration and coordination. We should not fight against Britain, France, the US. We should align our interests with them. Nobody wants a terrorist nation. Nobody wants a war-torn nation. Nobody wants intellectually bankrupted. If we go to our home now, all Nigerians withdraw from Europe. Europe is going to be a shell in terms of resources.
Thank you
know that.
so much, sir.
Let me leave that here. I'll hope to continue with you some other time.
Of course, I'm so grateful to you that you made it tonight. Honestly speaking, you put a lot of time into this, and I learned a lot too. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go to Toby. After Toby, Big Dot, I don't know where you disappeared to, Honorable. You will be next after Toby. Then we're going to share the slot again. Before Anthony, we'll round it up. You've been, Honorable Anthony, you've spoken before. So we're going to come back to you. But first, let us go to Honorable Toby now.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
I'm calling from Republic of Ireland, Dublin, to be precise.
Amazing.
So, all I just want to say, or should I say, all I just want to contribute, as a youth myself, I just feel like the mentality in which, should I say, people back home in Nigeria, in which they think, they focus more on the religion aspect, most in particular to the video you showed me about Pastor Tunde Bakare. I mean no disrespect, I mean no offense to any religious leader, but to be frank and to be very, very brutally honest, this is the same person when Buhari was campaigning. The Lord showed me, the Lord showed me. This has always been a routine with any incoming president or any how do I describe it? Any incoming politician?
Any coming election. Whenever election is coming,
God bless you, sir.
And they always hear from God. And
that's
then
when God tells them. And when the table turns around, you are no longer with God. Like, they easily divert so quickly. And it's so annoying. They change their tone, their manner of communicating with their congregation. And I don't blame the congregation. Honestly, I really don't, because at the end of the day, whatever their leader says, they just blindly follow. They just blindly follow, and majority of everybody don't follow, or they don't do their own research. So whatever their pastor says, they go ahead. They say, "Oh, follow Buhari, follow this." They go ahead. I'm very sure, be it Tinubu or 2023, which I believe is not going to happen. They will come again, tell them, "Oh yeah, follow Tinubu, is the right man for the job." The congregation follows. And when Tinubu doesn't perform, "Oh, Tinubu is not chosen by God. He wasn't ordained by God. God has departed from him."
Then they will discover another person again that God just told them that one will be the better one again.
Exactly.
It's the same style again. People will listen to them just using that same God.
It's high time people stop looking for something that God could do for you on earth. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Things that you could fix as a normal human being. Don't wait until God to come down to earth to fix it for you. Don't let us use religion as a factor to fix things, especially in politics. Politics and religion don't mix at all. They are two different things. You can't be using the Bible and politics to be like, "Okay, yeah, God showed me, choose this leader, vote for this leader." No, we are human beings. God gave us free will on its own.
That's right.
We mixing religion to it, or Bible, like, "Oh yeah, the Lord just spoke to me that you should choose Buhari, choose Tinubu, choose Boko Haram, or whatsoever they may be." Now they're messing up the entire country, and it's not even working for anybody. Anyway, that's all I just have to say.
They also threaten you that you cannot question it, because yes, even if God told them that he was going to do this and he didn't do it anyway, you have no rights.
Exactly. Or your sinful manners. That's the reason why the whole thing is not working for you. Anyway, I won't want to take much of your time. I'm very grateful for the opportunity you've given.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the fact that you created this opportunity and this platform for people to talk and share their own opinions. And also, this is the first time I'm actually communicating with you. And thank you. God bless.
I'm so blessed to have heard from you and for you participating as well. Okay. Thank you so much. And God bless you too. You have a good evening, bro.
You too. Take care.
So now we're going to go to Honorable Big Dots. It is your turn, sir. You can put on the mic. Turn on your mic if you can. Or do you want me to help you from here, sir? Okay, I'll try. Honorable Big Dots.
Good morning from here, Maiyegun.
Oh, is it morning?
How are you?
Where are you joining us from, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. But can you?
Okay, yeah. Thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure. My name is Ikwaku. I guess you know now.
The Nekpago. Do I
Yeah.
pronounce that right?
Hold on, sorry. Let me mute
I
this
think
thing.
we have an issue. And let me tell you something, right? If you have any audio playing in the background, you need to mute it. This
Yeah,
system
can
is so
you hear me now?
okay. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me
Thank
now.
you.
Okay. Now you need to do something for me quickly, okay? If you have any video, if you are using if the device you are using, if there's anything playing in the background, right? You need to go and mute it or completely stop it. If not, this studio will be picking it.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing
It's
it,
better
even
now.
though it's the same phone. Mhm.
I
Please, go
want
on.
to I want to thank you so much for bringing all of us here today. It's a pleasure, sharing the platform with you. I want to thank all the comrades that have commented so far. I mean, it's a fight that we must finish. A lot of people are talking about trust. In a fight for survival, you don't have to trust anybody, and you don't have to doubt anybody. Tunde Bakare have woken up. We don't need to trust him. We don't need to doubt him. I think he has woken up because he was part of the people that brought this jihadist government into power, and now he has woken up. He wants to start all over again to lead a fight, Nigeria for Nigeria. We are watching. Anybody that wants to dismantle Nigeria, whether you
Oh, what happened to your mic? Sorry. Odonikwago, your mic. Something tapped that and it stopped working. That's quite strange. Do you want to check? We can't hear you. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, give me 1 minute. Sorry, everyone. Is about to make his use of his own time, but sadly we are having issue with the audio as well as the video. So I don't know why that is popping up in a way. But you are being muted. Odonikwago. I'm going to give you a moment to try. Please fix that your system. I don't know. It just muted you and it won't go away. And you should be able to see it in front of you as well on mute right there on the screen. But it's not letting me. It's done from the other end. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Your mic. Anyway, we'll fix that. We'll come back to that. Let me go to African Wahala. Hi, African Wahala.
Sir. Hey, that's my brother, Dr. Maiyegun.
Honorable Africa Wahala.
Maiyegun today. Hey, brother.
Yes,
let me start off by saying. Let me start off by saying that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro,
now you are live.
Let me start off by saying that I don't like that word honorable. I don't like the word excellency, His Excellency. Okay. Those are words used to qualify thugs and hoodlums in Africa because that's all what they like. They just want to be called honorable, minister, His Excellency. That is inferiority complex as far as I'm concerned. If you do your job, people don't need to qualify you and validate you with some fancy words that makes you feel good about yourself. So that word honorable has been destroyed in the African context.
So you know, for it to now work for us, honor, I'll still use honorable African Wahala. You have to make a motion that we should not use that honorable tag on this platform. And I'm going to ask somebody, Honorable Anthony, to second the motion. Then we'll drop the honorable. I will just use the name directly. So you can do that now. Say, well, you move to stop us using honorable now from now, we'll stop it. Then Honorable Anthony, he will have to stamp it or second it, I would say. So over to you, Africa Wahala.
Thank you so much, my brother, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours. You can't believe how much my heart is beating right now. I'm so, what's the word? I'm nervous just being in this position. But thank you for giving me the opportunity, man.
You have it, sir.
Man, I'm just going to say that, man. I actually came up with 3 points that we need to implement going forward as a people. First and foremost, we need to fix the continent of Africa, starting with Nigeria, because we are Nigerians. Because the disrespect that we get all over the world, it's because of the way Africa is, point blank and period. You might be living in England, Canada, Germany, Australia, outside the continent, and people look at you as a black monkey, or they use any derogatory term against you. It's because of the way they perceive our continent. They view us as a people that can't fix their stuff. So they don't have any respect for us. That's why it's our obligation. It's a moral obligation for us as a people to fix the continent. Now going to Nigeria, Buhari, a pure, absolute terrorist. He is not the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria made it possible for a Buhari to get into that position. That's why if we are tackling the root cause, it's Nigeria that we need to tackle. And we've been doing that on this platform for years. Break it up. Now, to break up Nigeria is almost impossible right now without a war. And we don't want war. Let's be honest. War is an extremely unpleasant situation. So I just feel like we need to start off with a mental revolution. And I'm using too many big grammar. It's sounding too complicated. What mental revolution simply means is we need to start unlearning so many weird cultural behaviors that we have and replace it with forward-thinking principles. We need to stop worshiping money. We need to stop depending on God for every single thing. I'm not saying don't depend on God, but be realistic. God gave us the brains to solve our problems by ourselves, majority of our problems. But if you are waiting for God, okay, to magically put electricity in the transformer, then you are a part of the problem as a common Nigerian. And we might be blaming Buhari all day, every day. We're blaming the governors and the senators. We ourselves that have that mentality that, oh man, let's just fast and pray and there'll be light automatically coming into this transformer. We are a part of the problem. So we need that mental revolution so that when we get our new countries of Biafra, Oduduwa, by God's grace, we wouldn't take that madness that has been inculcated into our minds, being Nigerians, into those new countries so that we don't destroy the new countries as well. Point blank and period. The second point that I have written up here is the third point, actually. I summarized 2 points together. So the third point is we need to keep the pressure on. What we are doing right now is working. You guys might be looking at it like, because you find a lot of trolls online, on social media. They will discourage you. They will come and call you, oh, yeah, this, yeah, that. Don't you know Buhari is good? Don't you know Jonathan was a thief? They try to divide us and conquer us. We need to come together as a people. We, the oppressed, we make up 95% of the population. 5% is oppressing 95% of the population, regardless of ethnicity, religion, whatever. So we, the oppressed, we actually need to start unifying, which is beginning to happen. Because for the first time in history, we found 17 southern governors come together, having 2 meetings, coming up with 16-point communique.
That's right.
That is a step in the right direction. And I'm not saying that I give these thugs that call themselves governors any credit, because I hate them all, personally. To me, they are all a part of the problem. They make up the 5%, the elites that oppress the 95% of us. So we from the south, Igbos, Yorubas, Ishakiri, Ijo, Urobo, middle belt, let's continue what we are doing because we are beginning to unify. Right here on this platform, I can see Igbos, Yorubas. You know, we and the Igbos, I'm a Yoruba, my name is Adewale. We've always had this natural beef, not violent, but you would always diss one another growing up.
It's called competition. It's competitive,
it's like a friendly.
You can't do it better than me. And
exactly. It's a healthy competition, actually. Yeah. But it has never led to violence. You would never hear about Igbos and Yorubas killing one another. No. We are not those type of people. So we might have those small differences that makes us competitive, but we still need to come together, unify, and get rid of this Nigerian entity. It's not about Boko Haram. Though Boko Haram is like the final pin that is here to burst the bubble of Nigeria that has been inflated for 106 years of corruption, nepotism, evil, pure evil. Buhari is here to burst that bubble and make it all scatter finally. No problem.
So much. Thank you so much that you let all of that out. And I want people to look at African Wahala very well. We were supposed to have had him on Diaspora Radio as a regular to be dishing out some of this brilliant information, enlightenment, and then awareness as well. But logistically, we are having an issue. But today, I am personally happy to speak to you, sir. And I'm looking forward to working with you on this same project as well. So you stay safe and thank you. So let's go to, we are going to go to, we'll have to stay to with Anthony now. African Wahala has told us to drop honorable in this live parliamentary meeting tonight. And I think we should honor that because I could see Anthony nodding in his head in affirmation, in agreement with African Wahala. Now, I'm not going to call you honorable this second time, but you have the floor for any additional info you want to add. I'll bring more people on now while Anthony speaks. Over to you, please. Anthony, sorry, let me see if I can do anything from here. One moment.
Okay, I got it.
Great, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. Thank you once again for bringing me on board. Mine is just to touch on just two points that I felt that I should just bring back to light. If you see that in recent times, you've seen that there's a huge impact that the social media assault that Nigerian youths are firing on the government is creating a ripple effect, especially from people like you. It's making, the more these assaults are heading on the government, the more mistakes they're making, and you can see the blunder they are committing. And sometimes I wonder if these people really think very well, because it's just like you always say, a handful of people, a handful of morons and muppets who are just manipulating the entire nation. They can't get far. They know they can't get far. You always say that.
That's right.
But my concern is the involvement of our youth. The involvement of our youth. Because if you need to save someone, the person you are saving needs to show interest. It's just like you are. If we are airborne and then there's a situation that I needed to drag you on. I needed some strength. You need to raise your hand for someone to drag you out. But the lack of interest in our youth is creating that creating friction from the diaspora pool, because it looks like right now it's all about most of people who are in the diaspora are the ones pulling. By the time the people in Nigeria will get involved, I believe a lot of things will happen. But they are also the Nigerian government also know what they are doing. Now everybody has gone from social media into Big Brother Niger to get into gossip session. Just they find some of these events to keep them busy. But how long can they buy time? You say that too. So issues have gone beyond talking about Nigerian issues, unemployment, education, and the rest of them.
Anthony, these days, we no longer talk about the poor education anymore, like you said.
Exactly.
Anymore. We are now talking about cows.
Exactly.
Colony. Things that are completely alien to so many of us in the South.
Exactly.
We love development, but those things are now gone. And nobody really seems to know how much these things are gone from our national discourse now.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, but those of us who are in diaspora, because we have seen the bigger picture, people who are still in Nigeria, there are many people who are aware of what is happening in Nigeria, but two things are holding them: either fear or what they are bound to lose. So they are reserving that energy, and it is a problem of greed and selfishness. By the time these things will go out of their eyes, it probably may be they have been touched by the situation. Because if some people were told by now that a gong will be attacked, like about last year or 2 years ago, they will say, to hell with what you're saying. But now it's becoming real. And many people, you saw what happened, was it yesterday, or Haneze came out. That was a big development. It's better late than never. But how late can it be? How late can it be? People are dying. These Fulani people, they are very, very they are master planners. They know what they are doing. They have calculated the end. The only thing that the ripple effect of what we are doing is making them react ahead of time. They have already planned when they want to do what they want to do. But the problem is that the more people like you continue to raise this awareness, people like Nnamdi Kanu, people like all these speakers, the more you continue to raise awareness, the more you continue to let people know what is happening, it makes them come out from that shell ahead of their time. And because it's not yet time, they make mistakes. So we are seeing what is happening from their mistakes. So that is why they are hurrying up to do whatever they are doing now. And more mistakes are going to happen in the future. We are going to see that.
Thank you, Anthony.
The international community will hold them red-handed.
They are watching. And a lot of us are watching from the whole world. And I'm so happy that you came back. Now, I'm going to share this slot again. Anthony, it's so wonderful hearing from you again, okay? You have a good one, sir. So I'm going to share the slot again, all right? So the way we do it is this. You can make your contribution within 2 minutes. You can extend it up to 3 minutes or even sometimes up to 5 minutes. But please be fair enough. And remember that when you're talking, other people are waiting too. And we can always manage the time to take as many people as possible. So I'm going to go first to Steve-O. Sir, you are going to go first. Then Thopizu, Manizu, you were supposed to have joined, but something happened. You disappeared, sir. I'm glad you are back. You're going to go after Steve-O. Then after that is going to be Clement. After Clement, 007 will follow. After 007, SIJ will follow. And Prince from Canada, you will be the Egunla that they say always last, in the groove or at the groove anyway. But you know what I'm talking about, Prince. So I'm going to go to Steve-O, sir. You have the floor. Over to you. What would you like to share?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Let me start by giving us a warning. We should be aware of our politicians. Our politicians are like a very flirtatious woman who believe that I can lay any man because I'm very flirtatious and I'm beautiful and I know how to go around men. And I can have them in my little finger. I've got friends in politics. I remember so many years ago when in my little office in Clapham Common Area, we started the Nadeco branch, London Nadeco branch. And we started holding regular meetings. And it was through there we met, Tinubu was introduced to us. I met Baba Enauru, General Akiriade, Dan Suleiman, Fayemi, a lot of us. And I remember we had a meeting in the Parliament. And I was looking up to these people. I was thinking, these are the people that would change Nigeria. And I will be the last man at the protests, at the embassy. And the funny thing is, some of them don't really come for those protests. But when we're finished, they will come around and say, well done, guys. And I have to think of what they've done, what they've turned Nigeria into right now. It's a big shame. And I still speak to some of them, and they're telling me something that don't worry, you guys can be fighting for Odua Nation or Biafra Nation now. We will come and hijack it from you when the time is right. We will hijack everything and you lot will have nothing. You lot don't understand, we know this game. You don't know. Right now, I belong to the Odudua response team. We're always at the Downing Street every day. We contribute our little quota. And I don't think after so many years,
sir, you are one of those who have been mobilizing our people to Downing Street in the past months since this whole thing started. Are you?
Yeah, I'm just one of them.
Sir, I have been looking for an opportunity to say thank you to anyone who has been part of that movement in London for the past 6 weeks. It has been ceaseless, endless, again and again and again. And I have to say to you, sir, thank you. But now you can continue.
I will say thank you to the whole response team, the Odudua's response team.
To everyone.
And the Biafran, we always meet there every day and they're doing their bit. God bless them all.
Amen.
One thing that also surprised me is that in the past, because I remember when Babangida was giving us hell, the campaign is really big and mighty, not like now. I remember we walk all the way from Elephant and Castle and we walk around all the whole of West End with the police escorting us all the way. And a lot of our women, children, men, we all turn up. But right now, yes, it's good to walk. But the work you do, that you leave what you need to be done undone, you will still come back to that problem. So I am begging, one, beware of our politicians. Because the moment they see things is going out, is turning out right for us, they will come silently. And suddenly you will find them saying they're this, because they want to continue this same way. And we will not allow them.
Thank you
as
so
long
much.
as we are alive, we will not allow them.
Yes, sir.
So
thank you very much.
My appeal is to my people. Please, let us redouble our effort. Let us sacrifice a little bit more. You see, I can see the goal is just there. We're so near to touch the real thing. And we just have to leave a little bit of time so that we can get there. And at the end of the day, we will all have a big laugh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So that's my contribution.
We need perseverance. Thank you, sir. That add-on is a blessing. It's a golden opportunity to have you on this program, on this Parliament conversation tonight, sir. And I hope when we meet again, we will be blessed to have you. You have a good evening.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to go to Topizu Manezu. I think I'm beginning to get to know how to pronounce the name now. So, sir, you are next.
Exactly, sir. You are getting it right.
Great.
That's how it's pronounced. Topizu Manezu.
Fantastic, sir.
Now, I want to tell everybody watching right now, start sharing and liking. By now, this channel should be having over 10,000 views because you are like the only media platform that is doing the job of all those cowards in Nigeria who call themselves mainstream media, AIT channels, all those who don't talk truth to power. All of them are cowards. That's one of the more reasons why I say we have to start calling out the elephant in the room. All those people who are supposed to be speaking up, but they don't talk. They are quiet. I'm a lawyer in Nigeria before I moved to Boston. I'm actually TJ from Boston, the guy that I've been calling TJ from Boston all these years.
TJ from... I said I will unveil many of my friends. And it's been a pleasure.
I've been following your page since the days of 100 people. Now I'm more than happy that it's growing. And we want you to even beat all those idiots, all those cowards media in Nigeria, so that people will be coming here regularly and speak their truth.
That's right.
You know, All those idiots who don't represent us. I'm a lawyer in Nigeria before I relocated to the US.
Right.
And we have MBA who are supposed to be fighting for the rule of law. They see herdsmen, people who are not as half educated as they themselves, trample on the rule of law. And most of them, because they are comfortable in their own position, they always keep quiet. When the earlier speaker who said Nigeria died during NSAS, imagine if NLC, NBA, one voice, supported the youth, those guys, or they all marched at that gate. Would they have sent the military after them? But they all kept quiet because they are comfortable. You know, any union who doesn't, people who listening now, any union who don't represent your interests, leave them. Expose their corruption, remove those leadership, then we start changing the system from within.
That's right.
Because all these people are saboteurs. They are the collaborators who are making our efforts worse. If you don't be shaming, shame what? Use social media, internet. I am willing to, people who are serious to expose. I have a website. I'm also an entrepreneur. I know gadgets. Expose these people. Shame them. Shame works. Internet can shame all these people. When we remove all these leadership who are always afraid to talk in all this union, people who are ready to fight for us will be there. We can paralyze the economy. If the NLC paralyze the economy, we want the rule of law to stay. They will not call for negotiation.
They will have to.
Exactly. It's simple. But when we have division, saboteurs, collaborators, people, I know they are listening to us now. They are watching. You know, who are going to go back to their boss. They are doing this. So, but if we, the brave one who are willing to speak up, tackle them, expose them, the judiciary saved the American democracy.
That's
when
right.
Trump wanted to be a tyrant, his own appointed judges, they trashed him. Over 60 cases. Imagine when that happens. Imagine our own judiciary. And we are, and they allow idiots.
Our own judiciary, sir. That's where you have tanko technicality that will tell you they know that you have, but for technical reason they cannot give you the judgment. They have to cancel it for technical reason.
We allow idiots to be running affair. When you have intellect, you can imagine Lagos, the whole of Lagos full of intellect. All these people who claim they are educated, they went to college, they Harvard. If you are educated at Oxford, whatever, you don't support, you don't speak truth to power, because you are comfortable. You are nobody to me.
Absolutely.
You are supposed to be speaking up, using your platform, using your position. MBA, all those leadership. They are supposed to be having weekly briefing. We have NACP here, ACLU, unions of lawyers, actively fighting the white supremacists here every day, and they are winning because they speak truth to power. They are not in cahoots with the executive,
with the system that robbed
exactly. People. But we have this, except the son of people like Falano, other sons that I know that I respect. But the others, I'm actually even calling for the abolition of
so grateful to Baba Falano, and I think we haven't really been giving him the credit that he deserves lately. What he did, especially with the Oduduwa nation, Yoruba nation agitators that were harassed, arrested, what his chamber did. Have not been giving him the credit enough, but again,
the man is a hero. We are supposed to give him his roses now that he's alive. The man has been fighting. So Wareda has been fighting since his college days. People are saying, see, now is the time Yoruba, Igbo, the Midwest, down to the South, we should all reason. These people. We have two classes. We have a class war in Nigeria. Once they enter the political class, they are not for you. A lot of people do sentimental politics. Oh, this one is from my tribe. No. Now we have a common enemy. Somebody said earlier. Now is the time for everybody to now gang up. No shenanigans, no division, because we have a common goal. Nigeria can be transformed to Dubai in 10 years if we change the government. With the technology in present day 2021, if we change the government, we see people who are willing to serve and protect with integrity. Not we have a back on let's before we do something. You know, justice. And I'm even saying if Nigeria will break up, any Nigeria that does not have death sentence for corruption of public official, I'm not into it. You have to put that in the law, because naturally this old generation, we are all raised in that system of corruption. How do we reorientate the coming corruption? In China, they have Hall of Shame, where they put people who have been executed and people who are in jail for corruption. School kids are allowed to go there so that they will see people.
You now, sir, because of our time. Remember.
Thank you, my brother. You are doing a great job.
So great.
We shall overcome. There are few, we are many. Thank you.
And I think we should be doing this People's Parliament once in a month. Exactly. It seems to be a nice thing. People seems to be so interested in that. And I'm going to be loved. I mean, I'm going to really love to have you again.
Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Keep supporting you.
Thank you, sir. I'm so happy. Those are the veterans. Those who started with when Maiyegun had 100 followers, 100 likes, and on, and they were proud today with what all of us have managed to do. I'm going to go to the Clement. Clement, sir, sorry for keeping you waiting. Sometimes it can drag on. And as the speaker, the coordinator, the people are saying I should let people finish. Or if you can all help me, cut it short, I would love it. However, Clement, sir, you are next.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, thank you very much for this Parliament of today and your approach to everything. We really appreciate this. Salute. Secondly, free Sunday Igboho, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free our heroes now. That's the slogan.
Now.
Yeah, now. Thirdly, no going back. Our nation is ours. We've got to get it. It's a must. Agudogba, we've got to get it. It's a fucking must. Thirdly, someone talked before and said revolution without war. By the way, I'm Clement from Stuttgart, who always called you. So it's like
from Stuttgart.
Yeah. So it's like there is no revolution without war. Go and check it all around the world. It's left for us to prepare ourselves. There is no revolution without war. Check it out. I don't want to go too deep into that though. But if you check the Germany where I'm staying right now, they had war. That everywhere was paralyzed. Berlin was paralyzed. Stuttgart, Karlsruhe, Heilbronn, München was paralyzed. They rebuilt it, right? If you check it out, Yugoslavia was paralyzed. They rebuilt it. Even United States had their own war. I don't want to go too far. Nigeria, we are Nigerians, we are Yorubas, we are Igbos. And a certain set of people are actually cheating us of our basic fundamental rights. They will come up and start to election. In fact, if you check it out on our fake TV channels, television to be precise, they were talking today about 2023 election. Why people are dying in Daura, in Zamfara, is none of my own business. They can even die all. But in our own Yoruba land, where our Yoruba people are now refugees, in Cotonou, where they are basically trying Sunday Igboho right now, right? Our own brothers from Ogun State are refugees right there. What about that? Thank you, sir. So now, I mean, to be honest to you, Baba, Professor Maiyegun, I will be straight and direct. We have to prepare ourselves and none of this too much fucking talking.
Somebody said, peace. You must prepare for war. You believe that?
We have to prepare for war. That's just the basic facts. Like, we have to get ourselves arms. Fulanis are already cubed in our own forest. And those who are fighting for us, have you forgotten what happened in Igboho?
I remember.
Have you forgotten the last one on this early Sunday morning that they went in Igboho and shot the old city down?
Including a member of Ekun.
Thank you, sir. They almost kidnapped the Oba of Igboho. They burnt the palace. Have you forgotten they kidnapped our own Oba of Igboho? Can anybody try it with Sheriki or whatever in Emir of Sokoto? Let's be realistic with this thing, because sometimes it seems like people start to deviate from the real reality and facts. The factuals are, first, they are already fucking crazy prepared for you and I. But in the real sense, it's not really for you and I directly. Indirectly, yes. Directly for those who are in Lagos, Ibadan, Imo State, Anambra, and all these states in Nigeria, right?
That's right.
And what are they doing in Lagos right now? As we are having this tough discussion, we are sleepless. They are up there watching Big Brother Nigeria. Bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. People are dying every fucking blessed day, man. And you are there in front of your TV, sitting comfortably, and they're telling me you are watching one, the candidate, is so exciting, and one stupid idiot in Anambra is spraying money, calling himself Wobi Kubana. Which you can't even create a toothpick industry for your community for them to get money. Are you serious? Is you kidding me? None of them have money as Steve Jobs. Look at what he's doing. Look at that dude doing Tesla. Look at what the white folks, look at Mercedes. Mercedes is here in Stuttgart in my backyard. Look at Porsche. Look at the futuristic dreams they've got. And we'll be here clamoring, shouting because we are exposed. I will be honest to you. If they bring a local Nigerian to a Lagosian who claims he is a Soju boy to Germany right now, to buy a train ticket will be so difficult for him, or even to buy cigarette on a cigarette automat will be so difficult for him, even if he's a graduate, because we don't have such establishment. Even sometimes, I mean, sorry, we are losing focus for them. We are fighting and clamoring for them, and they are there enjoying, flexing, feeling like, I won't learn on. I don't understand this. And this seems to drive me crazy, like stupid.
Clement, I have to be honest, right? Thinking about Nigeria can make somebody get so kind of, what exactly, because you can't really explain it, how people get so to move on with their lives when they say 60, today alone, I have recorded more than 14 people killed, right? Including in Kaduna. I have also read it in the news where 60 people have been kidnapped. In Nigeria, those are like common news. They say next.
That's only possible in Nigeria. If you come to Germany, it's up in the Western world, it's not possible. Before you drive only 4 kilometers, the camera have captured you, they know where you are. They send drones inside your forest. They see, Nigerian government know what they can do. They are just ignorant of the facts. Or I wouldn't say ignorance is a planned work against us. They take our own money, use it to establish their own fundamental bullshit. And the most stupid thing, what one of our brothers have said before, I mean, it's not what he said was stupid, but I mean, what he said, which is right, is this, what's it called? Oh my gosh, our mainstream media. Gumi will come publicly on Channels TV or AIT and be telling you in front of you as a broadcaster who is supposed to be interviewing that, what should these people be doing in the forest? They don't have education. They are getting money from the banditry or from the king.
They're just kidnapping children for money.
So exactly, for money.
No education, they have no job. They have nothing. So they just kidnap people.
Exactly. And the interviewer couldn't say nothing. He couldn't go furthermore to ask further questions. We are extremely unqualified. And that's the main thing, what we have to, I'm sorry that I'm going so far. The other thing is like this, I love this parliamentary stuff, but maybe I would still prefer, because I'm a comrade. I went to Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU, where I looked at Continua Victoria Asata. The fact is like, we can still refer to each other as comrades. Maybe not as honorable, but as comrade. Comrade is a very good word too. I mean, to just represent each other. Thank you very much, and we keep representing you. And the other fact is that you showing our faces means you are not alone. They can camera my face. I'm a Rasta motherfucker, right?
And we will say our mind, and you can put our face beside what we said. And yes, we'll
free Sunday Igboho, free Kalu. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Clement. Great comrade there. So I think we started with Honorable, we drop it at some point, and now we are picking up comrade. So I have 3 more comrades waiting before we round it up tonight. Normally, this is the time we will normally round it up, but I'm going to give this honorable men, comrades, the chance to add their contribution. So we'll go to Prince. How did Prince of Canada get up there?
Okay.
You've managed to get to the second, sir. So 007, thank you very much for parking. You've been so calm and waiting. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. After Prince from Canada, you will be next, sir. And SIJ. I remember I told Prince was going to be the last earlier, but somehow the system reshuffled it, and they will just make it now. Again, I'm so sorry. SIJ, you and I will close the shop tonight.
General Maiyegun.
Sir, Prince.
My brother, indeed you are a blessing to this generation.
Thank you.
Really appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you.
I've been following you before I even left Nigeria. You've been doing a wonderful work. See, let me say this. There's something I like about this Fulani Janjaweeds, as Mazi used to call them. You know, they have an agenda, and they move that agenda to a project. And there's something I notice about them. They are so clear about what they wanted, and they make it. They are even making it plain. They are not hiding it any longer.
That's right.
If at least what you played about the interview with the governor of Bauchi State today, earlier in the earlier show, you could see that these people actually have it as a project. The issue in Nigeria now is not the issue of bad government any longer. You have some group of people that really wanted to Fulanize Nigeria, and they made it plain. They told you what they wanted to do. Our Yoruba people used to say, "Awifuni koto dani, agbaija." That if somebody really want to deal with you and say, "This is what I'm going to, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to do it."
Call to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
Thank you so much, my brother. That's what I'm actually looking for. So they made it plain. That's what they wanted. They told you they have opened the door of the country to all Fulanis all over the places. They wanted them to come and they're actually looking for land for them to settle, not in the north, but in the south. So to make it easy to run over the whole country and turn it to a Fulani country in a very, very, very nearest future. So the problem is not even the house now. They have made it plain what they wanted to do, what their goal is, and everybody can have a goal in life. There's no problem. There's no problem in somebody having a particular project or a goal, going all out to achieve. In fact, one thing about them is they are so hell bent in achieving their goal. They are ready to crush anybody. So it's not left for us that they want to use to achieve their goal. Whether we want to lie down low, or we want them to actually trample upon us to achieve what they wanted. Because if you open our eyes and allow them to have their way, one day we'll become a what do I call it?
Not so. Because it's like this, right? How do you want to be? Because if we wait to do nothing, right, it's just going to be like, how do you want to be killed? You want to be roasted, you want to be skinned, or you want to be slaughtered? How do you want that? You want lie down, maybe they kill you, you want kneel down, or you want me to tie you? Is that not what you have to do? You have to just wait.
Yeah. Other people used to say, "Ojo no Benny. So if we agree for them, it's not left for us whether we want to actually agree or disagree. Then if you want to disagree, then you'll be prepared because they are ruthless. And the man said it's in their traditional nature to always want to come back at people.
And violent.
So they are ready and they are very ruthless. So I just hope that, and the one thing that baffles me more also, the way You see, it's not on YouTube. The interview wasn't on YouTube. It was in a live on a national TV. Oh, and I wonder why people are not seeing those things. And they have seen those things and they feel like unconcerned, or maybe they choose to just ignore it. Like you used to say, maybe they are, like you used to say, maybe they are the Buhari or the Beleleshwas.
This is selective amnesia. It means that the people know what is wrong.
But one thing is certain. But one thing is certain. One thing is certain. Like you used to maintain on your program, breakfast.
By the special grace of God, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, breakfast.
breakfast. Asikotoni kanu kuma jete ototoni. Sumabila.
Thank you so much, my brother. That's just all I have to say. You just have to go. You have to get ourselves prepared.
Thank you. So I'm going to go on to 007. 007, sir. The line is opened, and now it's over to you. Let me check our audio with 007. I don't know if we're having any. No, I think we're good. Can you hear me? But we can't hear you. I can see you, but I believe you can hear me as well. But we can't. Let me check that out once again. Right. It says here that it's unmuted, but we can't hear any sound, unfortunately. I'm going to give you a moment, yeah? And I'm going to bring you back on, okay? But let me quickly go to SIJ. Maybe you and I will have to round it up tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think it is still off. I'll be back to you, 007, okay? Just a moment. SIJ, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much for your patience. I know. Thank you.
I've been watching your program for quite a number of time, and you are doing a very great work.
Thank you.
I wanted to appreciate everyone that has spoken. Well, we have spoken well, and I think this is a time for us to, as Nigerians, to come together and address this issue properly. And I will want to start with this, that to just ask question, what do we really want? What do we really want? Because in most of our brothers and sisters that have spoken, they have spoken very well. But in the context of what we have discussed tonight, I'm really that we are still shaking on exactly what do we want. Because if we don't really get the point quite okay, then we'll be having a serious issues. Then number two, what will be our next line of action? Our next line of action. We need to start discussing it. And I believe that your platform, this Maiyegun General platform, is the key that we're going to use to start this conversation. Like we have said, that we're going to be having a constant conversation to address some of these issues. And many people have spoken, and I don't want us to waste our energy on Nigerian government at all, because to me, we don't have government in that country.
we have no one to actually say.
You see, you're talking about it from now till 1960 up till date, they have failed us vehemently. So wasting our energy on it, I could set an example. When one former governor of Oyo State died, I think we all know the story. He was buried and they installed air conditioning and put a fan in his graveyard. You could imagine in that Nigeria. What is that sense to us? What is that sense to us? If somebody is died and you put a grave and you install a AC to cool what down? Cool who down? So it's a complete shame. Now I heard that the president is on his way to you people. I think you are in UK.
He arrived today. He arrived in UK today. He arrived in London today.
I mean, very disturbing.
But tomorrow is another day. But go on, please.
Very disturbing. Very disturbing. So we don't want us to waste our energy on those idiots. We have allowed them to do whatever they want to do to us. And this is our time to tell them enough is enough.
That's right.
And if every one of us is saying enough is enough, then we will agree enough is enough. We can't go back anymore. We don't want this trash in our land.
No.
We don't want this nonsense to happen to our people. Even if they like, let them kill themselves in Kaduna. Imagine that this same country in 2021 that school children are being kidnapped, and a sitting governor is negotiating with the bandit. What does that tell us? It can't happen in Lesotho. Lesotho here or Swaziland, it can't happen there. There are school kids being kidnapped. And
like how that didn't, sir, sorry to cut you short, right? How this became so normal in Nigeria, yeah, whereby terrorists will just walk into a school, right? And they will just take tens of hundreds of children and they will move them into the forest. Then they begin negotiation with them, paying them around.
You could imagine.
A national emergency. Imagine they say some people kidnap school children, 200 school children in Atlanta.
200, not 200 chicken, 200 human beings, 200.
And people just live on like normal. They just live on.
The governors, the House of Senate, everybody was just keeping quiet and they are doing their own normal business. Then we have a problem. We have a problem. Where is Leah today? This young girl that is still remaining, that Chibok girl. Where is she up to now? And I don't want us to wait to really waste our time.
Get you
on this idiot. Let's just see if we can tell ourselves that listen, we want Yoruba nation, and let us focus
on it.
On it. Simple as that. Let's focus. How are we going to get it? What are the things, machinery we are going to put in place, and how are we going to achieve it? That should be our main focus. And you see, in every revolution, things will happen.
Sure.
And thank God now they are making mistakes. Like one of our brothers have said, they are pressure. They are now being pressured. So we will continue mounting pressure on them until they will make the mistake. And the international world will achieve what we are going to achieve. So, and that is my plea to every one of us that is tired of this country called Nigeria. It's for us to speak in one voice. You understand what I'm saying now? We want that. You see, the reason why I as a person just feel like the international world will not answer to us now is because they are following us on the news. They are following us on the social media, and they see our interaction with them. We are insulting ourselves. Yeah, it's a Yoruba, it's a Igbo, and they will be listening. And you never see all this Buhari or whatever they call their name. You never see them on the platform talking about it. Why? Because they know what they are doing. And also, we should be discreet also and know exactly what we are doing. Because if not, our card should be placed close to our chest to understand that this thing, we are not going to let it go. And we cannot be a second citizen in our nation.
No.
Somebody called it that we are now refugee in our nation. We can't. It cannot be. It can't happen. It can't happen. So we need to know for sure that our nation needs to come out from that country, and we need to do everything that is going to cost us to make sure that thing come to reality. Brother, thank you very much. Don't let me waste your time. I'll be also following you up more and more. Thank you for inviting us, and I greet you.
And thank you so much, sir, for honoring the invite and even taking out time to even contribute. It's been a pleasure. I would love to see you again, sir. You have a good day. I'm going to go to 007 again. And 007 is going to be, I know I still have some people on the line who really want to join. But again, 007 has been so patient. But you know, the real 007 out there doesn't seem to be somebody who wastes time a lot, who is so patient, but yours is so unique. And I'm grateful for you staying back.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly. Can you? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Great, sir. Great.
Maiyegun,
Now you are live.
I'm so honored. I'll go straight to the point. I'm a pastor here in the city of Chicago. I'm a Nigerian, but I'll say two things not to waste time. Thank you again for what you do. Number one is information. Shawara says something it's been said over the years that many of this youth generation that we have, they've never seen full electricity before. They've never experienced good healthcare, good education. So when you talk about it, they don't understand what exactly you're saying. Information. On that information, we need to educate them. We need to go back to the grassroots, educate 2 people per time, 1-to-1. Okay, you know, the scripture says something in Psalm chapter 11, verse 3. He said, if the foundation be destroyed, even the righteous cannot do anything. So that's number one, information. We need to pass the information to these people. This is why this is why this should be. They need to know, because history is not being taught in Nigeria the way it should be taught. Number 2 is religion. A lot of times our people are so religion drunk. They think God will come down from heaven to clean their gutters, to cut their grass, it's like they insult God. The things which we can do ourselves, we think God will come down to do for us. No, it's not going to work. In Exodus chapter 14, I think verse 15, when Moses was crying to God, when they got to the Red Sea, God said, why are you crying unto me? Tell the people to move on. And God asked him, what's in your hand? It was the same instruction that God gave Moses. So let's stop using religion to kind of as an excuse for common sense. So 2 things again, Maiyegun, and to all those who are hearing me, information. Let's educate those generations between, let's say, my age, your age, all the way down to those born like in the late, let's say 90s, in the early 90s. They don't know anything about the Nahoro. They don't know anything about Bola Ige. They don't know anything about free education. They don't know anything about the days where we can open the running water, just open the tap water and it runs. They have no clue. So we need to educate them one-on-one. I was talking to a gentleman in Nigeria today, and he told me that a lot of young men, they become thugs because there's no money. They're broke. You know, those who are not even thieves have become thieves, area boys. Okay, so information. The Bible says in John 8, it says, when you know the truth sets free. So that's not to waste our time. And another thing, lastly, before I go, I know you've stayed on for a long time. Jesus Christ.
I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying this. Please don't stop, please.
Check this out, sir. Jesus Christ always asks questions. You know, there was a guy called blind Bartimaeus. Everybody knew that he's blind. They called him blind Bartimaeus. Yet Jesus Christ said, when he said, tell him to come, he asked him, what do you want me to do for you? We as African Nigerians, we need to start asking questions. Let's not just say, oh, God will do it. God is in control. No, let's ask your councilman, how come, sir, this road is not fixed? How come, sir, we don't have an hospital? Ask questions. They have emails. They have phone numbers. Text them. Send emails to them. That information. Religion. Education. Let's do it on a one-on-one. And I think the foundation can be rebuilt, because we cannot build on a weak foundation. Just like I said, Psalm 11, verse 3, if the foundation be destroyed, meaning if there's no foundation, no matter what kind of banana island you want to build, it's going to crumble.
It's never going to stand.
So I'll stop on that. I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. You made it 007. You didn't warn me, but well, you did warn us, but I didn't see it coming. 007 was meant to be, something that will come like a bullet, right? Pia, and they kept coming. And I love the fact that you are backing them up with some Bible quotes there. I enjoyed that, and I'm so blessed being part of this parliament tonight. And thank you for having to pull aside, relaxed, and contribute this, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Maiyegun. God bless.
You have a good evening, sir. God bless you, sir. So this is where we will draw the curtains. I have many other people who are still on the line. They are not really going to be happy that I'm drawing the curtain. But again, remember, my time is completely out. I've got limited space to continue with this, but I would love to do this once again. I enjoyed it. I'm going to watch the video later. After this broadcast, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to listen to every contributor. And I hope when we have this chance again, you will make it to the big screen. To every one of you who participated, tomorrow is another day. Thank you. My friends on YouTube, thank you for staying back. My friends on Facebook, thank you for staying back too. To those who started with Maiyegun when Maiyegun was just Maiyegun, before it became Maiyegun's Diary Political, all politics and enlightenment. An enlightenment that has brought so many people all together on this platform. Here is where you're going to see the Yorubas, where you see the Southerners, the Northerners. Yeah, we will fight, we will abuse ourselves, we argue, we drag, we do all of that. But do you know one thing? Everybody still sit together to watch Maiyegun, because you may not like him, you may not agree with him, but eventually you are going to learn a lot. You're going to know a lot that is going on. And last, you're going to like Maiyegun, because truth, they say it's strong, but learn how to say it, learn how to live it. Sincerity of purpose and all of that, and clarity too. Yeah. These are the things that, these are the values of Maiyegun's Diary Political that brings everybody here. And that's why we call it the Temple of Truth. I have introduced a new one, the People's Parliament of Maiyegun's Diary Political. Now, you know what? When next year, the announcement that we're going to have the People's Parliament, do like many of our callers tonight, participants. Some wrote their own, what they want to say. They wrote them down point by point, and they delivered them like they are representing their constituency. When you join us in the parliament next time, remember, you will be speaking for a constituency. Make sure you make a show and make use of it. Thank you. My friends on YouTube, give me that thumb up before you go. And if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, remember what to do. Subscribe, set your notification on, and join me next time. Thank you for your time, and I will see you again. To every one of you, good night.
Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.